are. Come, whoever you are. Come, even if you have broken your vow 1,000 times. Come, even if you've been waiting for a miracle to come. Just come, whoever you are. Come, whoever you are. Come, just come, whoever you are. Come, whoever you are.
Shuva, 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 yet again come. Shuva, 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 yet again come. Oh, shuva, 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 yet again come. Oh, shuva, 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 yet again
Whoever you are, whoever you are. Come, whoever you are. Come, whoever you are. Come, whoever you are. Come, whoever you are. Wanderer, worshipper, lover of leaving, it doesn't matter. Ours is not a caravan of despair. Come, whoever you are. Come, whoever you are. Come, whoever you are. Come, whoever you are. Come, even if you have broken your vow 1,000 times. Come, Whoever you are, whoever you are. Whoever you are, come, 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 whoever you are, come, 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 whoever you are, come, 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 whoever you are, come, come, wanderer, worshipper, ours is not a caravan.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone, and Shabbat Shalom to all y'all who are joining us from home. We are so happy to be here. Thank you to Sarah, Kim, and Damon who are sharing the bima with me tonight. So we're just holding space for Billy, who had some family stuff going on, and but we are, as our president Gaia likes to say, a congregation that says yes when called upon. So thank you for saying yes and giving Billy the time to tend to the important things he needs to tend to and allow us to hold space together for Shabbat. It is so good to be here and sweet to be here. So we're going to start with those words. Hine matov u'manaim. Shevet achim gam yachad. How good it is, how sweet it is for us to be together. And this has a clap.
Yes, it does.
That's good for at home too.
Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad.
turn now to page 9 in our Sidurim. If you're at home, you have the blessing of having slides this evening, and it's an honor to invite Damon to lead us in the candle blessing. Page 9.
We praise you, our eternal God, sovereign of the universe. You have made us holy through mitzvot and commanded us to kindle the Shabbat lights.
Together. As we kindle these lights, may we kindle within our hearts a brighter love for one another, for our people, and for all you have created. Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
We continue to welcome the Sabbath bride with the singing of Lecha Dodi. You can find it on page 11. And anyone who wants to help with the doors, can you help with the doors in the sanctuary?
Thank you, Allah. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, pene pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, pene pene Shabbat nekabela. La 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 lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, pene pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, pene pene Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Hishmi'anu elam yuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, L'shem u'tiferet v'liti la 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 lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, p'nei p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, p'nei p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nilcha, ki hi makor habaracha, merosh mikedem nesucha, sof ma'aser b'makshavat chila la 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 lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, p'nei p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, p'nei p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri, kiva orechu miori, uri, shir daberi, kevod Adonai alayich, likla la 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 lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, p'nei p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, p'nei p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, gam b'simcha uv'tzola, toch emunei am segula, boi chala. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, p'nei p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, p'nei p'nei Shabbat nekabela. La 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 lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, p'nei p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi, likrat likrat kala, p'nei p'nei Shabbat nekabela.
Page 17, the call for worship.
Am I listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed, le'olam va'ed. Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la.
You may be seated. Please join me in Hebrew on page 19. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, b'chochma poteach she'arim, uvitvuna meshane itim, umachalif et hazmanim, umesader et hakochavim, b'mishmerotehem barakia kirtzono, borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, b'choshech mipnei or, uma'avir yom umevi layla, umavdil bein yom uvein layla, Adonai tzebaot shemo, el chai v'kayam, tamid yimloch aleinu leolam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. Page 21.
Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha ahavta. Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadta, otanu limadta. Alkein Adonai Eloheinu b'shochbeinu, v'kumeinu nasiach b'chukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, u'b'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. Ki hem chayenu, ve'orech yameinu, u'bahem nege yomam v'layla, nege yomam v'layla. Ve'ahavata al tasir, mimenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael, ohev amo Yisrael. Page 23. This is the prayer This is the prayer of our sisters and brothers. This is the prayer supporting all others. We say, this is the prayer of our fathers and mothers. This is the prayer of our sisters and brothers. This is the prayer supporting all others. We say, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Everything is God, everything is one. Baruch Shem Kivlo, Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed. This is where you put yourself in. Yada la la la, yada la la la, yada la la la. Say what you need to say. Yada la la la, yada la la la, yada la la la. What's on your heart? Yada la la la, yada la la la, yada la la. This is the prayer of our fathers and mothers. This is the prayer of our sisters and brothers. This is the prayer supporting all others. We say, you may be seated, page 25. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha ve'shinantam levanecha ve'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'beitecha uvelechtecha v'derech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha uchatavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני Adonai Elohechem, Adonai Elohechem emet. In the middle of page 26. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at the foot of Sinai together, that wherever we go, there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, and that the only way to get from here to there is by joining hands and marching together. Mi Chamocha, page 29. I've been waiting in the velvet sea, whoa. I've been waiting in the velvet sea, whoa. I've been waiting in the velvet sea, whoa. I've been waiting in the I've been waiting in the velvet sea, whoa. I've been waiting in the velvet sea, whoa. I've been waiting in the velvet sea, whoa. I've been waiting in the Mi Chamocha, Va'elim Adonai. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu shomereinu lechayim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu shomereinu lechayim. Sometimes I lay under the moon and thank God I'm breathing. Then I pray, don't take me soon, 'cause I am here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't wanna fight no more. There'll be no more war, and our children will play one day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one Everything is gonna be alright. 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 Alright, 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 alright. Alright, 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 alright.
With joy, we join in the singing of Yismachu, page 33. It's joyous to celebrate Shabbat. It's joyous to reach the end of a week, to have a moment to just say, rest. Rest.
Are you ready? Clap with me. Yismechu
v'malechutecha, shomrei, 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 Shabbat v'korei, oneg Shabbat. Yismechu v'malechutecha, shomrei, 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 Shabbat v'korei, oneg Shabbat. Mekadeshei Shavi Shabbat, Kulam Yisbehu, Ve'yitangu Metu V'chashabat, Yismechu V'malechutecha, Shomrei, 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 Shabbat V'korei, oneg Shabbat, Yismechu V'malechutecha, Shomrei, 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 Shabbat v'korei, oneg Shabbat. L'hashvi'i ratzita bo v'kidashto Shabbat, chemdat yamim, oto karata Shabbat. Yismechu v'malechutecha, Shomrei, 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 Shabbat v'korei, oneg Shabbat. Yismechu v'malechutecha, Shomrei, 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 Shabbat v'korei, oneg Shabbat. Zecher l'maaseh v'reishit Shabbat. Zecher l'maaseh v'reishit Shabbat. Yismechu v'malechutecha, Shomrei, turn to the tefillah, which begins on page 35, I'll just remind you that we've crossed over. It's past Shmini Atzeret, so instead of Morid Hatal, we say Mashiv Haruach, Morid HaGashem, when we get to it in the Gvurot. So just follow along. Adonai, Sfatai tiftach, ufi yagid tehilatecha, Adonai, Sfatai tiftach, ufi yagid tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, v'Elohei avoteinu v'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot V'Imahot, U'Mevi Gula Livnei Bneihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Abraham, V'Ezrat Sarah. Ata Gibor Leolam Adonai, Mechaye Metim Ata, Rav Lehoshia, Mashiv HaRuach, U'Morid HaGashem, Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed, Mechaye Metim Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Verofech Olim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem emunato lishenei afar, michamocha bal gevurot, umidom melech, melech memit umechaye, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman ata lahachayot metim. Baruch atah Adonai, mechaye hametim. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yehalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. You may be seated, and please join me responsively in the middle of 45. Prayer is not purely an act. All things pray, and all things pour forth their souls. The heavens pray, the earth prays, every creature and every living thing. In all life there is longing. Creation is itself but a longing, a kind of prayer to the Almighty. What are the clouds, the rising and the setting of the sun, the soft radiance of the moon and the gentleness of the night? What are the flashes of the human mind and the storms of the human heart? They are all prayers, the wordless outpouring of boundless longing for God. On page 49, we join in a prayer for peace, great peace, big peace, the kind of peace we all need and want.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Olam Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Olam Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom.
this time in our service, after we've prayed for peace, we call to our minds and our hearts all of those people for whom peace eludes them, be they broken in body or mind or spirit. And we offer them our blessings of healing and wholeness and renewal. Misha Berach can be found on page 51 in your Sidurim. And please join, and then we'll share names in the middle.
May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen.
From our congregational families, we pray for Chris Argall, Rabbi Marcy Bellows, Betty Cohen, Gary Collier, Amy Cooper, Shar DeGrave, Liz Daniel, Elizabeth Draper, Gloria Edwards, Harvey and Susan Fowler, Andrew Fisher, Beatrice Fry, Dean Gavney, Jacob Gluckman, Roger Gluckman, Maxine Goldstein, Stuart Goodman, Ramesh Gupta, Bert Horwitz, Laurel and Wally Jonas, Dick Kelvin, Jean Nofel, Chris Kuntz, Allison Miller, Jim Rudisil, Deborah Sanders, Julie Sherman, Shoshana Slatke, Matthew Treehub, Donna Wade, Bob Ward, Janet Weil. We also think of all of those people listed in the chat on the live stream. And are there additional names we'd like to add here in the sanctuary?
Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Some of the most important prayers haven't even been said yet, and they're the ones that are written in your hearts. So we share a few moments in silence so that you can find them and share them. It's our custom during our family services here to acknowledge all of the birthdays of this month. So this being the first day of October, we might have some October birthdays in the house. Anyone who was born, we know that Dr. Levi, happy birthday to you on the live stream. I'm sure there are some other ones. Put your names in the chat so everybody can know we're celebrating your birthdays. But any October birthdays in the house? None in the house? Yes?
Oh,
Well, come on up to the bima if you're comfortable.
Bring your
We'll
guitar.
give you a blessing. We want to say thank you for the gift of life, and we want to send you off with a good year and to say, wow, it is so great that we got to live to see this moment. So come on up. Please rise. I'm going to open the ark. Special.
so good.
Look at that. All right, I'm going to give you a blessing. May God who blessed all of our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless all of these beautiful people, including this one who was born during this month of October, coming to the bima with reverence and specialness and respect for Shabbat, grateful for the gift of life that they've enjoyed up until this day. May the Holy One of Blessing protect and sustain these beautiful people who were born this month with health, the pleasures of Torah study, and the profound satisfaction that comes from living a life of ma'asim tovim, of acts of loving kindness, and celebrating this in all birthdays. May we all be remembered that somebody may count the days of their life, but a person of wisdom makes each and every day count. And let us say Amen, and Shehecheyanu. We'll sing together, thanking God for bringing us to this moment.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, melech haolam, שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, melech haolam, Yes.
You may be seated, everybody. I have a brief story to tell you, but first, we Jews are so cool because we celebrate so many New Years, and we just celebrated 2 New Years almost in the same month. We celebrated 2 New Years. One of them was Rosh Hashanah, and one of them was Simchat Torah, which is the New Year of the Torah. And then we also have a New Year of the trees, which happens in the winter. And then we also have a New Year of the earth, which happens in the month of Nisan, which is the month that we celebrate Passover. So all of these New Years, usually what we think about on New Year's, and especially these New Years in the fall holiday season, is we think about who we want to be and making the intentions about what it is that we want to do to be better people. So I have a very, very short story that I just think is sweet because it surprises the soul, which is what I understand what makes a good Hasidic story. But this isn't a Hasidic story, but it's one that surprises the soul. So this is about a man who is very, very proud of his beautiful, brand new, shiny car. and it was sleek, and didn't have a scratch on it. It was cherry red. It was loaded with every single thing, beautiful interior, all the technology that you could possibly find. And he drove his car to work one day, and when he came outside, he saw a young boy who was looking at the car with big eyes. And he could tell that this boy was mesmerized by this beautiful, shiny, sleek car that was loaded with everything and just gorgeous, not a scratch on it. And the man comes up to his car and he's so proud and he says, "Nice car, right?" And clearly the boy was impressed and he said, "Oh yes, I love the car. I love the color. I love that it doesn't have a scratch on it. I'm looking inside, the interior is so beautiful. Look at all that technology." And the man says to him, "And you know what's even better than that? My brother bought me this car." And the boy says, "Wow, your brother bought you this car? You know what I wish more than anything?" And the man said, "I bet you wish you had a brother like that." And the boy said, and here's where your soul is going to be surprised, "That's not what I was going to say at all. I was going to say that I wish I could be a brother like that." So I guess what I wanted, the little taste that I wanted to leave you with is that this season, which has been so full and so busy with diving deep into the recesses of our soul to see what it is, how it is we can make them shine even more than they do. That this is a time when we have no holidays, but it's really a great time to think about how we want to be that brother, or be that sister, or be that friend who just does beautiful, generous, kind, loving, giving things for everyone else, such that somebody would say, "I wish I could be just like that." And each one of us has the potential, the capability, the beauty, the spark within us to do that. That is one of the things, I think that a lot of times somebody reminded me, "Oh, on the holidays, we come and you're supposed to yell at us, and this year you didn't yell at us." And I really took my cues from a very different tradition from the Piazetzner Rebbe, who was the Rebbe in the Warsaw Ghetto, who taught that it's not so much by lashing people that they are reminded about who they are. It's about reminding them of what they can be, not all the things they did bad, but to surprise their soul, to show a mirror to them, to say, "You can do it. You are that beautiful person. Look at all these things you did. Look at what's possible for you. Look at this mirror. You're a beautiful human being." So I'm saying that to all of you this evening, including our young ones. I love that you brought your guitar with you. We've got lots of guitars right here on the bima. You can join us one day. And I now am going to it is a very special time for us to rise before Aleinu, and we're going to bless the new month that is coming up this week. And that was another reason I wanted to share that story, because we're entering a month where there's absolutely no holidays, as I just mentioned, so it's really the time to decide how it is you are going to be that person. So I'd like to bless the month. Please rise. Yehi ratzon milefanecha Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, שתחדש עלינו את החודש הבא לטובה ולברכה, ותיתן לנו חיים ארוכים, חיים של שלום, חיים של פרנסה, חיים שתהא בנו אהבת תורה ויראת שמיים, חיים שימלאו משאלות ליבנו לטובה ונאמר אמן. Our God and God of our ancestors, may the new month bring us goodness and blessing. May we have long life, peace, and prosperity. a life exalted by the love of Torah and reverence for God, a life in which the longings of our hearts to be those people are fulfilled for good. Rosh Chodesh Cheshvan Yihiyeh B'Yom Chamishi, the new month of Cheshvan, will begin on Thursday. And we remain standing as we turn to page 61 for Alinu. Alinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'tet gedula leotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kegoye haratzot, velo samanu kemishpachot ha'adama, shelo samchelkenu kahem, vegor alinu kecho hamonam, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
ונאמר
והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו, ושמו, ושמו אחד. As we always do at every service, we think of all of those people who are no longer with us in body, but whose memories are precious to us. And we mention by name Ann Miller Ammons, the sister of Frank Miller of blessed memory and sister-in-law of Judy Miller, who died in recent days. And we also acknowledge the yard sites of Rose Apt, Gladys Bonfield, Arthur Eichner, Lawrence Klein, Fred Perlman, Doris Raisin, Alfred Shantz, and Elizabeth Silverstein. And we acknowledge all of those who are mentioned in the live stream chat as well. And are there additional names to add in memory here in the congregation? If you're here in mourning, I invite you to rise so that we might acknowledge your grief. And I invite the congregation to stand beside you on page 65 as we all join together in the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabba, be'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon v'yomechon u'b'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'bizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba Mevarach Le'olam Olamei Almaya, Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh, V'yithadar V'yit'aleh V'yithalal Shemei Dekudesha B'richu, Le'ela Min Kol Berchata V'shirata, Tushvachata V'nechemata, Da'amiran Be'alma V'imru Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya, B'chaim Alinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. Oseh Shalom B'mromav, Hu Ya'aseh Shalom Alinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael Ve'al Kol Yoshvei Tevel V'imru Amen.
Ve'imru, 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 amen.
Ve'imru,
Good evening. My name is Shannon Tuck, and on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I'd like to welcome everybody to this evening's service. And to begin, I'd like to thank Rabbi and Sarah Kim for another lovely service, and Damon. Yeah, nice. You should come up here more. And I have just a few announcements to share with you this evening. If you haven't returned your manna contribution, there's still time. If you could send your contribution to the office or Elaine Stein. Checks should be made out to manna, and as of this afternoon, I want to announce our community has raised $18,000 for hunger in Western North Carolina. Elaine will deliver this major gift on behalf of our congregation to manna. Another chance to give tzedakah, our children's book drive is on. We're looking for new and gently used picture books to donate to communities in Western North Carolina where children don't have the reading materials they deserve. Drop books off at the temple on Mondays or all day Wednesday between 4 and 6 or any time you come to services. We'll collect through October. October will also bring a new Om Shalom series for the month of Heshvan. Join Rabbi and Luna Ray for a 4-week series of yoga, meditation, and song. Series will be Mondays from 5:30 to 7 p.m. beginning October 11th. Information and registration is in Tuesday's email. Adult Hebrew with Jenny Mercer is starting October 7th for 10 weeks on Thursday evenings from 6 to 7 p.m. Registration was in your Tuesday email. No previous Hebrew is necessary. Join Sisterhood on October 9th for Rosh Hadesh, Heshvan, and Havdalah at 6 p.m. in the Olivet Community Pavilion. Celebrate a month of blessings and the new moon on the French Broad River. More info in your email on Tuesday. From Tuesday. Shabbat Shalom.
Whether you're in this house or whether you're at home in your house, you're in God's house, and there is happiness and joy to be found in this amazing accident that we get to live, that we actually get to live in this moment, that life on our planet, that we're just here is amazing. So tap into that. Please rise. There's hands. There's the whole thing. Let's do Ashrei together. Happy are those who dwell in your house. Watch the hands. Ready?
Here we go. Ashrei yoshvei beitecha, od yahavelu chaseva. Ashrei yoshvei beitecha, od yahavelu chaseva. Ashrei, Ashrei, Ashrei yoshvei beitecha. Ashrei, Ashrei, Ashrei yoshvei beitecha.
Happy are those who dwell in your house. They sing your praises forever. Happy are those who dwell in your house. They sing your praises forever. One more time. Ashrei yoshvei beitecha, od yahavelu chaseva. Ashrei yoshvei beitecha, od yahavelu chaseva. Ashrei, Ashrei, Ashrei yoshvei beitecha. Ashrei, Ashrei, Ashrei yoshvei beitecha. Happy are those who dwell in your house. They sing your praises forever. Go high or low. Happy are those who dwell in your house. They sing your praises forever. Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.